50mm STM is Canon's inexpensive standard focal length prime lens. It is a great choice for getting shallow depth of field and shooting under low light conditions. This is one of the first lenses I recommend getting after you bought your new camera just with a kit lens. On APS-C camera it will provide field of view like an 80mm lens. Canon has currently 3 50mm lenses in production, and this one is the most affordable and probably the best overall performer when you add price into equation. It is based on the same optical design like its predecessor, which got notable nicknames like Nifty 50 and Plastic Fantastic. While optically solid, old lens was bad in terms of focusing accuracy, had a very loud focusing motor and was poorly made, so there were cases when it simply fell apart into two pieces for no obvious reason. New STM model has better coatings, quiet stepper motor focusing system and brand new body. Build quality is solid, especially compared to previous generation. It is still made from a bit cheap looking plastic, but it is very well assembled and has metal lens mount. Lens hood is not part of the retail package and the lens is not weather sealed. Focus ring is a bit thin for my taste, but I got used to it soon. Front element extends when focusing, but does not rotate, what is important for circular polarizer users. Both automatic and manual focusing works only when the camera is turned on. Focus switch appears a bit cheap, but after more than 2 years of use it proved to be durable. It weighs around 170 grams. This lens uses focus-by-wire system. There is no mechanical link to focusing element, but has electric motor instead. It is louder than USM, but hardly audible in real-life environments. In terms of accuracy, it is not the best performer. Sometimes it is spot on, sometimes it misses, and there is no rule to apply. It is better on my 6D than on 80D, but 80D has much higher pixel density and therefore is more sensitive for critical focus accuracy. Overall it's not that bad, but I am always checking focus after taking an image at large apertures. Manual focus by wire is very precise on this lens. I had no problems getting it dead on using magnification in live view. The lens supports manual focus override. Center sharpness is already good wide open. Stepping it down to 2.8 makes it look better, and after that I don't see much of improvement. Corners are bad wide open and get progressively better as you stop down aperture, although it is only 5.6 when I consider them acceptably sharp and f8 when they start to look similar to center. 24 megapixel crop sensor is hungry for resolution, and this lens has some problems delivering it. All apertures look similar and all of them could be sharper for my taste. It is not bad, but it is not that good either. APS-C corners are a mess wide open and become good only at 5.6. There are no signs of decentering. All 4 corners are equally sharp, or actually equally blurry, since the corners on this lens are not that good in the first place. Focus shift exists and is most pronounced around 5.6. On full frame it is not that much of a problem, but crop sensor shows it more obvious. Focus breathing is easily noticeable, not good for video recording. Lateral chromatic aberrations are basically non-existent. This is very good results for inexpensive lens. Longitudinal are a different story. They are strong wide open and aperture needs to be stopped down to at least f8 to get rid of them, even f11 on crop sensor. A bit of barrel distortion can be observed on full frame, but that is rather low and pretty much irrelevant in real life use. APS-C is even better. Coma is not present in the center. APS-C corner has it visible but get goods by f4. Full frame has even more pronounced coma and gets rid of it only at 5.6. On full frame, vignetting is strong wide open but gets much better at 2.8 and disappears already at f4. APS-C is even better. Wide open vignette is visible but is not a big problem, and already at f2.8 is completely gone. Flare control is rather good thanks to new lens coatings. Ghosting can be observed but is nothing that would ruin the experience. Contrast is well maintained. On crop sensor, these ghosts are bigger, but they are here only with the light source in the frame. If you use optional lens hood, there will be no problems at all with sun outside the frame. Here is a real-life shot how these ghosts appear in final image. Bokeh quality depends on the background. It can be nicely blurred but often gets harsh with sharp elements in the background. There are far worse lenses, but there are also much better ones, although not at this price point. Autofocus highlights are round in the center and look very uniform. In fact, besides sometimes visible edge, they can be completely smooth, characteristic typical for much more expensive lenses. They retain the shape in APS-C corner and change shape only in full frame corner, but still look rather good. Closest focusing of 0.35 meters and 0.21 times magnification are average for this type of lens and can get you solid close-ups. Sunstar produced by this lens is really wonderful, very well defined and uniform. For conclusion, I am very happy with how this lens performs, especially considering its price point. It's got a few weaknesses like ugly bokeh, coma and strong longitudinal chromatic aberrations, but otherwise performs quite well in other aspects. For the most part it is sharp enough, has excellent light fall-off control and really nice sun stars. I see no reason why to buy older model which is inferior both optically and in terms of build quality and focusing. That's all for this review, I hope you liked it. If you have a question, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel, and if you want to support my work you can do that on Patreon or buying stuff on Amazon using my affiliate links below the video. You will not pay any more than otherwise, but Amazon will pay me a small percentage of every purchase. Thanks for watching.